Frisco Police, we were established in 1965. Have about 70 square miles of the city. I have about 220 officers.
Currently today we have F-110 tablets in our squad cars. One of the reasons we chose that is we want to be able to pull those units out of the car at the scene and be able to use them actually outside the vehicle, not be tied back to the vehicle for reports or taking notes or even taking pictures.
We can actually take them with us, go inside a building or a residence, do the reports inside instead of just being confined to our own squad car. And you can take pictures with the back of the tablet too, so that's also a great feature to have.
Our SROs, which is in our schools, uses the B-110s, which they like as a convertible tablet. And then we also have the S-410 that our dispatch uses as deployment computers.
We're using the S-410s. And we like those because A, they are fully CJIS compliant, because we are in the communication center, so everything has to be FBI compliant. And they were CJIS compliant out of the box.
Before Getac, technology had changed, our servers were full, major failures in our system due to age, technology wasn't supported. That was the key that we decided we had to invest around $1 million in a new system.
So any new product, we try to get the officers' input because they are going to be the ones using it. They're the frontline officers. Instead of the administrator just making the decision and saying, hey, this is what we think is best, we give it to a group of officers, let them test it out.
We compared different brands, and the main thing that we were looking for was user-friendly and something that can integrate with what we have already been using from our MDC standpoint. This is pretty much our bread and butter of how we communicate with not only our dispatch and them communicating with us, but also for the other officers as well.
I really didn't expect when we first started with Getac for the failure rates to be as low as they were. That's one thing that's key is the failure rates. And at this time, our failure rates are virtually none. They're very low. We did have one recently fail from a fire in a vehicle, but but actually the Getac unit itself, when the console was burning, is actually in pretty good shape. It kind of withstood it pretty well, surprisingly.
The biggest change with the Getac solution has been having support that is a phone call away, and that can support and troubleshoot something in the field, whether they're logging in or just running through the steps with me over the phone.
When we got ready to roll out Getac, the officers, we had them fill out a final evaluation, and we asked them to pick, if they were spending their money, which one would they pick? They all picked Getac. If I was meeting with someone or talking about Getac or about our solution that we chose, the key would be is, I always tell everybody, be sure and test all technology. Test the other vendors. Get your opinion. We pretty much tested every vendor out there, and we went through. And I would say, if they asked me about Getac, I'd say it's performed perfectly for us. We haven't had any real issues. I mean, of course, you have all your integration issues. You have things with officers. You're going to have equipment break. That's normal, but it's done very well for us.